What's up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Finster, Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Aquarius? In all points, Black Lives Matter. Do Black Lives Matter? Do they? Now, for one, when I ask this question, I'm not asking it to white people or to black people. And I'm not asking it because of the recent events only. I'm asking it because Crips and Bloods killed a whole lot of themselves over territory. I was never in a gang, but I knew some people in gangs. And some of them died. I was never that dude. Nobody in my family was ever like that. But black people are notorious for killing each other in mass numbers. And this spans all the way from Africa itself. This is not just in America. We're good at hating each other. So to black people, you got to ask yourself. I mean, listen to the music that our kids are listening to right now. Tell me what's positive about that music, because every word is the N-word, and every one of the rappers are all touting tattoos and other dangerous, ways of life that, not that all tattoos are dangerous, but nonetheless, a lot of theirs are. They're shooting people just for initiation. They're robbing people. Everybody's turned up and turned out. And they're unruly in school. I mean, our kids are just horrific now. They have no love for people who are older than them. They walk around with their pants pretty much down near their ankles, and that's supposed to be cool, even though it's unsightly. And look, I get it. When I was a kid, we had goofy fashions too, but we had respect. Now it's fashionable to be disrespectful, and the more we disrespect ourselves, the less other people will respect us. So we have to ask ourselves, if we matter so much, why don't we matter to us? What the cops did to Garner, Brown, Rice, Gray was horrific. And all of them should be put in jail for life. All of them, but that's not what's going to happen. Even Eric Zimmerman should be put in jail for life. But we have to ask ourselves, do we matter to us? Because you can drive down the street and somebody will look in your car and look at you and and they got beef with you. People die like that. Just from a single look. And it all stems from the spirit. That spirit is just like, this is not an accident. I mean, remember when we had positive music, self-destruction? We was talking about what was happening to us during the days of Queen Latifah and, other rappers. And, they were all, talking about what's happening to us in our communities. Remember that? We had positive leaders. All that music is gone. Now it's nigga this, nigga that. MF for this, ASS that. I'm going to do this, I'm going to rob you. People in videos with guns. And those guns are not because they're going to start some type of revolution. Those guns are saying, I'm just going to go kill a black person just because I'm some type of badass in my hood and I'm made of some type of alloy that cannot be penetrated, and then when one of them dies, we want to think they're going straight to heaven because they were stand-up people in the community. No, they weren't. All they did was preach death. You listen to their music, and then when they get kids and whatnot, they don't want it to come back to them, but then it comes back to them. And when one of them dies, I don't feel sorry for you at all. When the chickens come home to roost, do we matter? See, if we don't matter to us, we not going to matter to them. That's just the way it is. Black Lives Matter. When they were in Baltimore, they were saying Black Lives Matter walking down the street, and people were saying, no, they don't. Then they wanted to go off about that, and then I had to look at that. Yeah, it's wrong for those people to say, no, we don't matter, because all life matters, but we don't matter to us. We don't. We teach our kids to be bad. Oh, your kid is so cute. I know, he's so bad. Like, that's a compliment. He's so bad, or she's so bad. That's a compliment? Your kid being so bad is a compliment? And then when one of these, when these little punks run around the street, want to act like they tough when they get shot in the face, we want to, And I'm not talking about Brown. I'm talking about just these average dudes out here walking around like they tough till they run into somebody who's tougher and who's really about it. Somebody who done seen it. They ain't playing, they ain't talking about it, they ain't two fingers in the video, they ain't doing none of that. They live that. They live that. They live through that. They've seen people get their legs and their arms blown off. They not just run around killing people in their hood. They done crossed the water. People who they don't know or not familiar with. And did ungodly things to them. What you think they're going to do to you? Y'all not that tough. Your guns don't make you tough. Do we matter? You got to ask yourself. People look at me, black people look at me, and you think they'll help me? No. They'd rather see me, dead in the street. They don't have no love for me. There's about maybe 10 black people that I know that actually got love for me, and they're all in my family. But outside of my family, I can't say that I have any friends that are just like, they have love for me, they got my back. Nah. I walk into any place and there's a crowd of black people, I'm automatically going to be disliked. Why? What'd I do to you? You don't like my face? I'm black just like you. What'd I do? Nothing. We're just trained not to like each other. We're trained to fight each other. I could have been in a lot of fights if I kept staring at the person who's staring at me. I just walk away. Because I'm not going to give you that power. Not unless you walk up on me. That's a whole different thing. Then I have to protect myself. Other than that, you stare at me and I look at you. And all of a sudden, we got to kill each other? For what? I got to beat you. You got to beat me. And we know people don't take L's no more. I'm 6'2", 271. I'm not the smallest person on the planet. The people who size me up, they're usually my size or bigger. But I'm almost 50 years old. I'm too old to be fighting. I'm too old for that. Black lives, do we matter? Why do we hate each other so much? Why are we so disrespectful and think that's a good thing? Why do we curse at every sentence? Why do we lust so much? Everything is about the booty. It's not about what the girl actually is, what the woman actually is. It's all about how big her butt is and what we can get from her. All that is frivolous. It's frivolous. And if that's what you're living for, then you're going to live a short, meaningless life. Meaningless. We have to matter to us before we can matter to anybody else. And that's just the truth. Wake up.